the hardest chain to break. I call this the social gravity. There is a famous saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If your 5 best friends are broke, you will be the 6th. If your 5 best friends are constantly complaining about the economy, you will be the 6th. If your 5 best friends have no ambition, you will be the 6th. Why? Because human beings are mimicking machines. We have something in our brains called mirror neurons. We subconsciously copy the behavior, the language, and the mindset of the tribe around us. If you are trying to escape poverty, but you're surrounded by people who have accepted poverty, you are fighting a losing battle. This brings us back to the crab bucket effect. If you put 1 crab in a bucket, it can crawl out. But if you put 10 crabs in a bucket and 1 tries to escape, the other 9 will grab its legs and pull it back down. They do not do this because they are evil. They do this because your success makes them feel unsafe. Your escape highlights their imprisonment. When you start your monk mode, when you start saving money, when you start learning new skills, your old friends will notice. And they will not applaud you. They will attack you. They will say, why are you working so hard? Relax. They will say, you think you are better than us. They will say, the game is rigged. Why bother? This is the sound of social gravity. It is the sound of the crabs pulling you back. If you listen to them, you stay in the bucket. You must understand that poverty is often a culture. It is a shared story of victimhood. The government is bad. The rich are evil. I have bad luck. This story is comforting. It absolves you of responsibility, but it keeps you poor. So how do you break this loop? You must practice ruthless isolation. I'm not saying you have to be mean to your family or your childhood friends, but you have to protect your mind. You cannot afford to spend 3 hours a day listening to someone complain about their life. That is poison. You need to find a new tribe. Now, you might say, but Warren, I am poor. Rich people do not want to hang out with me. That is true. You cannot just walk into a country club, but you live in the age of the internet. You can find virtual mentors. You can spend your time with Charlie Munger. You can spend your time with Einstein. You can spend your time with the greatest minds in history. Read their books, watch their interviews, listen to their podcasts. Let their voices drown out the noise of your environment.